Welcome to this video series of interviews from different companies. And in all the series, we are discussing about the interviews and the process, which are either cracked by me or somebody else who wants to stay anonymous. But there is enough proof gathered that this interview is genuine, which I'll show you in this video also. And also, there is a note that all the answers discussed here are mostly correct. And I will explain both the perspectives, like what is the actual answer given by the interviewee and what is the most correct answer if that is not correct. And also, if you found that there is another most closest answer to what is discussed in this video, you can mention it in your comment section, and I will take it from there and update in the description section so that everybody else who watches the video, they'll know the updated and correct answers. Then
of technology in 2017. I started with Qualitas. I was part of Qualitas for 2 years and 8 months. Then I joined Lumen Technologies. So in Lumen Technologies, I'm working on test automation using Selenium, BDD, Cucumber, Java. And also I'm experienced in API testing and database testing.
Yeah, right. So you said API testing, database testing, and automation using Selenium with the BDD
Yeah,
framework, right?
yeah.
Okay, right. So what do you do in database testing?
Yeah, like usually whenever we are working in agile methodology, and whenever current user story gets delivered in current sprint, so we will design the test cases. So the test cases which are automatable, we will be automating the test cases using the BDD framework. Like we have integrated the BDD Cucumber with JUnit and TestNG with extend reports for the reports generation. Yeah,
Okay.
and since like as I'm working in banking domain project, that's a payment gateway project, we have to deal with a lot of database tables, and then we have to automate the queries as well to validate the results.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I understand. And tell me if there is any disturbance in my noise and if you are not able to hear me clearly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Now it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. So yeah, what do you do in database testing? That's what I wanted to understand.
Yeah, in database testing, it's not a kind of ETL testing that we do. I mean, so like for example, when someone customer reads a payment request, so there will be a lot of things stored in a database. I mean, in each and every table, we will have a lot of tables. So we have to go to each and every table, and then we have to validate the things which are stored properly or not. Because though from there itself, our web applications reads the data like
Mm-hmm.
for reconciliation purpose for our payment history, like customer if they want to know 1 month older payments, so those all will be picked from the database.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, okay, but what do you test in that?
Yeah, that's what. If, for example, if any ex customer creates a payment, so like when as soon as a payment customer gets the payment request.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you have done API testing also, right?
Yeah.
Is it API automation or is it API manual testing you are into?
We have like for some of the like web applications, rather than navigating from web application, so we have taken the API request, and we are just hitting that, and we are taking the response, and we are continuing it. That is one part we are doing. And
Mm-hmm.
we are dealing with some vendors like banks like Speedpay, GPMC, Wells Fargo banks. So for those things we are not able to automate. I mean, the automation consent is not given from them. So those things we are testing in SOAP UI and Postman, the integration testing between our system and the third-party banking systems.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not an automation.
Automation, we have one application, right, payment application. So in that we have automated. So we have so many test cases like 120 in one model, and out of 120 test cases, some we have automated like some 40 test cases will go through the web based, like clicking on the data, entering the data. So web UI testing. takes time. So rather than doing that, we can just directly take a API request and just hit it, and then we can get the response from that. So from the response itself, we can validate
Mm-hmm.
that we have automated.
Okay, right. And which tool did you use to automate?
We use Selenium Java.
For web automation or for API automation?
API automation also we have done using Selenium only.
Okay. Is there any particular library that you have used for APIs or what it is? Is it normal?
Yeah, we use XML path and like other dependencies which is required for the API testing. Dependencies we will add in the form.xml, and then using the HTTP post, HTTP get, HTTP request, those are inbuilt methods. We are just hitting the request and invoking that request, and we are getting the response.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you worked on Selenium using Java, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. And how do you rate yourself when it comes to Java?
automation, right?
Yeah, Java skill.
Java, I can rate myself 4 out of 5.
Okay. Mm, you know this string, right? I mean, you know this line of code, right? Uh, the main code. So where you will execute your entire script. So can
Yeah,
you tell that line?
yeah, public static void main. Inside the main method, we will be passing string args. So,
Mm-hmm.
like it is the first method which needs to be JVM will execute on our machine. I mean, the main method will be executed on first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since we are
Should
declaring
it
it,
be always string array inside the method, the argument which we are talking about?
yeah, we are using string args that's the array. So because it can accept the dynamic values at the runtime.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason we will pass the string of args that's an array.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Explain me how a Java program runs.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
When you run a Java program, so what actually happens at the back end? So how a
Yeah,
Java
sure.
program is run?
Yeah, when we write a program, so the our program will be loaded on the JVM and from the JVM compiler. So it starts to find the main method in the program,
Mm-hmm.
and then so when it when the pointer goes to like control goes to the main method, and inside that we will be writing some piece of code. So that piece of code will be executed, and like when like before when the like whenever the JVM hits the code line, and the memory also will be allocated to the program like required memory, whatever how much ever it is required on the Java key.
Mm-hmm. What is JDK and JRE?
Java GRE is Java runtime environment.
Mm-hmm.
JDL is JD or
JDK.
JDK is a Java development kit. It will have all the libraries. So what is being required for to develop a Java program, Java application
Mm-hmm.
development kit.
Okay, what is the compiler in Java?
The compiler like it runs our code actually. Like it validates whether it is being written in the correct format or not,
Mm-hmm.
and it, like according to the syntax, and it compiles our program.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you override the main method?
Main method we cannot override because since we have like declared it as a static, so we will not be able to override.
Mm-hmm. Okay, in the main method, right, we have this argument. So where does
Yeah,
this argument comes from? Should it be always the variable name args or can it be anything else?
it should be ARJS because Java, whenever Java program starts running, so we will be it will run, it will pass the values dynamically. So it does args. So it should be args.
Mm-hmm. When you say it passes the values dynamically, um, I mean, is it always some dynamic values are passed in your automation script, you would have invoked the script, right, through the main method. So,
Yeah,
and you have this argument string args. So,
yeah.
is there anything that you are actually passing it? And if you are passing it, I mean, from where you are passing it?
We are not implicitly passing it, but Java JVM and the GRE, they will pass. I mean, those things will be like passing in that. But explicitly, programmer, that is like automation tester will have no need to pass any argument in that.
Mm-hmm. So, and what is the JVM passing into as an argument?
We will be passing like all the libraries. I mean, whatever it is in the memory and those things we will be passing in the arts. So it can be anything of your size. So that's the reason we use that string arts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And okay, let's say there is a class A and it has a static method, method 1, okay, and method
Okay.
2. Both are static. Okay, and class B has static method 3 and 4. Both are static equally.
Okay.
Class B extends class A. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how many methods does class B can access?
So since we have defined in class A the methods as a static, only in that class like we can access those two methods. So class will have only 3 and 4 method 3 and 4.
Okay. And class B cannot access method 1 and 2 from class A.
Yeah. So if we are not using if we make it as a non-static, then we can access it. But with static, we cannot.
Mhm. Since these are static methods, class B cannot access class 1 methods, I mean class A methods, even though
Yeah.
even though it is inherited. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it is inherited, we cannot access those static methods.
Mm-hmm. But we can access static methods, right, from a different class without creating the objects. That's why.
Object. Yeah. Without creating object, we can like using something super keyword also we can access. But with creating object, we don't have to actually if some methods are declared as static in a single class, we don't have to create object of that. We can directly access those methods.
Yeah. So.
So when
Mm,
we are extending that class, right? So since it is since a class B is extending class A, so we don't have to. So when in a child class, we usually like create an object of class A. But yeah, I think we don't have to create an object, but we can access our static methods
so class
with
B can
class B.
access class 1 A methods also.
Yeah, like without creating an object.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you create an object, can you still be able to access method 1 and 2 from class A with that object?
With that object, like when we create, I think yeah, we can access it. Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is Java multi-thread?
Yeah, Java it is a multi-thread.
Okay, what is thread? First of all.
Yeah, yeah, thread contains the like one sequence of order to execute the list of code and like, some sequence of codes which needs to be executed.
Mm-hmm.
One single execution line
Mm-hmm. And what is process?
process.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, process is just a kind of some set of like logic that we've implemented, some program which needs to be executed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, by the way, we use static keywords, right, for some methods. So when do we use static and when we don't use it? Like, what is the advantage of using static method?
Yeah, static variables and static methods. So we can like like object without creating an object of that class, we can just access them. And
Yeah.
sometimes like if other classes are like if they are not extending them, if they are creating an object of this, but if they want to access, they cannot access. When we want to provide some like controlled access, then we can declare them as static.
Right, but why do you want to, I mean, access a method without object? Like, there must be a reason, right? Because you have objects anyways, and using the objects of that particular class.
Because for all the static methods and static variables, whenever the JVM like starts execution, it will allocate the memory at once. But later on, the memory will not be allocated to the static variables and methods. That's the reason we can use it only within the class and sometimes with implement extending those classes using inheritance.
But why? I understand. I mean, when do you choose that you wanted to make, on what? I mean, what will make you decide that okay, you wanted to make this method as or variable as a static, but not any other type of variable or a method. So, what will drive you to take the decision that okay, yes, I'm going to use this method as static, or I'm going to use these variables or these set of variables as static variables rather than any other type of.
Yeah, like some methods and some variables. We know that the implementation of the definition of this method or variable going to be this much. We will not be overriding or overriding those methods.
Okay.
And in those cases, we have to use the methods as static.
Okay, okay. And what are the benefits of making that way?
Yeah, like you like child, like the programmer, whoever implements our static implements using the inheritance, right? They will not be able to like alter the behavior. They should use it in the similar way, whatever it is defined in the parent class.
Okay. Okay, let's say class A has private method 1, and can you create public method 1 in class B?
So are we inheriting that class?
No, these are different classes.
So class A
no inheritance.
So cannot access that method. So that private methods it trays around only within that class. Yeah, private methods and private variables we cannot access in other classes.
Not about access. I mean, can I create the same method in class B?
Yeah, we can, since it is a private, right? So it is defined only for that class.
Okay. Yeah, right. And what is the latest Selenium version that you are using?
I'm using 4.11.0 as of now in my framework.
Right. So, what are the features that are there in Selenium 4 compared to its previous versions?
We majorly have related to WebDriver weights. So we have a lot of changes changed in the formats. Like using weights, right? Sometimes our using for due to synchronization issues in the Selenium 3, we sometimes like many element is not visible for some time. So it was all giving no such element exceptions. Those are all enhanced in Selenium 4.
Okay.
Mostly it is like benefits for synchronization.
Okay. And what are the different WebDriver weights?
We use a Chrome driver, Firefox for that's Gecko driver.
Not different WebDrivers. WebDriver weight.
WebDriver weights. We use implicit weight, explicit weight, and fluent weight. Yeah, implicit weight. It is like Java. Whenever we call implicit weight, so that time the Selenium will wait for some amount of defined time. Explicit wait is something like we will be waiting for some condition to be passed, like if alert is present or not, if the visibility of element is present or not. And then we have fluent weight. The fluent weight is that's the maximum weight of what we give in Selenium. So you're also will be waiting for some condition to be true.
Then what is the difference between the fluent weight and the explicit way?
Actually, like in explicit wait, it will wait. Though we are waiting for some condition to be passed, we will wait for some. We can define the seconds like that. But
Mm-hmm.
in fluent wait, it will wait until that exception occurs. Whenever so we are ignoring the exception, and then we are passing like pulling every dot pulling every method, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
will be keep on waiting for some more time on your like we will wait more than the explicit wait in fluent wait.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what are the common failures that you have faced in your project, like while automating your application?
Yeah, like in our project, we mostly deal with the data issues and then XPath issues, and then yeah, for XPath issues, like it is we have to evaluate where it has failed. For data issues, so we will for data issues, so we will so we have we produce a logs, right? From that console logs itself, we get to know. So if it is a data issue. So in those cases, like we will retry the test case. So it will pick the new data from database and it will run. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is mostly no such element, and then because of these data issues only, that test cases fails.
Mm-hmm.
And we are adding some like alerts also, like in the payment stage, if sometimes the user is not able to go like perform a payment. Since like our script sometimes what it does, like it takes one customer ID and it keeps on taking the first customer ID sometimes. If then when that customer ID goes to its position in the database table, if it picks that again, sometimes there will be overpayment. In overpayment, we will get one alert. Sometimes, whenever we are waiting for that alert, we are defining some 60 seconds whenever the alert is like present for using the explicit wait. So rarely our test cases fail because of that also. If that alert does not come on time.
Okay. So, where did you use this object class? Have you ever used object class?
Object class, it's like it is hierarchy one class. I mean, like all of our classes, whatever we have got, like all the inbuilt classes in Java, they all are inherited from object class. That is a parent, supposed highest class in Java.
Mm-hmm. So, do you explicitly use it or?
No, we don't use it explicitly. I mean, whatever the inbuilt classes we use, so they're all internal, like using the behaviors of object class.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Okay, you didn't work much on API automation, right?
Yeah, not much, but like only some 10%.
Okay, how do you validate a API response?
Yeah, API response, like we will validate the response code. Like we will get the desired whether it is 200, 400, 500, like that. And then if the response body is in like response JSON format, we will validate the key value pair. We convert it to string, and then we will be validating the required fields in the key value pair in the response body.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. So, how do you manage your automation suite when there are changes in the applications? So, how do you handle that?
Repository we store it in Git. I mean, whenever we make new changes, we commit per branch, and then we will be merging with the master branch
Mm-hmm.
after the review.
Okay, is DevOps implemented in your project or
Yeah,
it's
some
a
of the
standalone
DevOps.
project?
Yeah, we have DevOps. Yeah, we are using the Jenkins. So we are like whenever we commit code to the our branch, so DevOps also will pick from the master branch code. So it is all integrated.
Mm-hmm. What is your team size?
We are 12 testing team members.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, our entire payments team is divided into four testing team, four sprint child teams, payments 1, payments 2, payments 3, and payments 4. So I am part of payments 1. Payments 1 team is responsible for all the new functionality from the business.
Mm-hmm.
So now payments 1 for 10 developers, we are 4 testing team members.
Mm-hmm. And is it agile? It is agile, right?
Yeah, it is agile. Yeah,
Okay. What is the length of your sprint?
8 days.
Just 8 days. Okay. How many? Okay. 8 days. Okay. Is it? Okay. It's a very small sprint. So in 8 days itself, you guys finish everything, like the automation of the model.
Yeah, we finish it. Like it's like right during the PI planning. So the all the stories will be created. So for each PI we will have 6 sprints. So in each 6 sprint we will be slotting the stories. Like what will be done in sprint 1, sprint 2. Like if we have dependency from other external teams, we will be keeping it in like future sprints. In sprint 1 we will take all the independent stories. We will work on like that. So our sprint stories will get carried over only in like some dependent teams. They were not able to like push their code on time. It is like that. Yeah, in 8 days we will be completing the development. Usually they take 3 days. For testing, they will give 3 to 4 days because testing team has not only testing. So we have to test. Firstly, we have to go through manually quickly or do like at least we have to spend some 4 hours in doing the manual validations. Then we have to understand the flow, and then we have to automate. We follow the sprint automation. We have to like our stories will have maximum 5 test cases. One person like I might create one test case, 8 pointer story, or in one sprint. So in that for that case, if I have 4 test cases, so 4 test cases also will be related, right? So I can automate for all of 4 of them. Sometimes if we are dealing only 3 test cases will be automatable. One test case it cannot be automated due to the dependency with the third party banks like Wells Fargo, JP, and that. And then yeah, like I complete automation in within 2.5 days. On the third day or fourth day, I will have to prepare the test results document, automation, and manual. I have to present it to the technical leader, I mean QA lead and dev lead. Once they review it, I will have to present it to the business team. So once they approve it, then only we can pass that on user story.
Right. So this is a automation framework which is already developed. Huh?
Yeah, it is like whenever I joined here, the part of the framework implementation was just going on because previously they were using some like a TDD like kind of keyword driven framework. So that time, yeah, I had a BDD experience, so I was also hired for that. So when I joined, some part of work was started. I was also part of our framework development. So here I know like from basic level, framework level. And recently we upgraded from Selenium 3 to 4, Cucumber 4 to 6. So like it was easy for me because I was responsible for one module, like for all the version updates. So yeah, it requires a lot of time, right? Like when we are upgrading from one Selenium 3 to 4, Cucumber 6 to 4 to 6, it requires a lot of time. Only the person who has a framework knowledge can do that. Where all we need to make the changes.
Okay.
And recently we had previously we are using some Cucumber inbuilt reports, and now we have implemented a Spark report using the using Cucumber 6. So our Spark report now it will generate the HTML report, Excel report, and the PDF report. And these PDF reports these 3 reports will be attached in the Jenkins email, which will be sent to the managers and leads. So usually they keep on checking the Jenkins builds, right? Regression builds, sanity builds, whoever technical leads, technical managers. So they can see our regression count percentage as well.
Okay. Yeah, right.
If you like this video, please like it and share it to your friends. Also, if you wanted to see more content like this, please do subscribe to this channel and also spread the word to your friends. And if you miss any of the videos, you can refer to this channel, and also you can refer to this blog which is given below, which is forwardstyles.blogspot.com. And also, if you wanted to contribute your knowledge to wider audience, you can join us by writing it to this given email, which is sharetesttube@gmail.com. And also, if you have any doubts on any of the videos, again you can write to us over sharetesttube@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this video.